Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. And the Golden Flashes will put toe together and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So UMass offense takes the field. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Hester. Makes the grab and he's dragged down. UMass quickly back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
The Golden Flashes offense will go to work for the first time. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wants to throw. It's Gulatowski. He's going to take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They're bringing heat. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. UMass quickly back to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Hester. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Gulatowski. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Golden Flashes are on the move. They'll give it to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UMass offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field with it so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
To the air, it's Gulatowski. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the 1st quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Connection to the right. Got a lot of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, UMass. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A 1st down for the offense. They'll try the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Kent State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 22.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UMass offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a...
And they got him for the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Hester. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
He lets one fly deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To throw, it's Ulatowski. Pressure coming. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Hit hard hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden...
Going up top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the right. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. UMass quickly back to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Got it past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Running back goes in motion. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for room. It's Douglas. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
To the air, it's Gulatowski. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah,
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hester. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. UMass quickly back to the line. On third down, going up top. He makes a catch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his direction.
UMass getting set to snap it on first and 10.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Offense gets set for second down. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the third down pass is incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal. Couldn't cut into the deficit. And they are still down by 21. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Quarterback checking the play. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Picks up 4. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Gulatowski. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hands it off. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. Inside the 30. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Here comes the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the golden flashes will move the sticks. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. It's still up by 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. UMass quickly back to the line. Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Keeps the legs moving. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Got his man. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. UMass quickly back to the line. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They want that clock to run. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Going to run it. It's Perry. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. all business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it